Again, this is a lightweight 155 professional MMA fight. Both of these ladies are making their pro debut. First, out of the red corner, this lady fights out of Clarksville, Tennessee for Team Wildside and Bonafide MMA. Her name is Jen Morgan! Her opponent, sitting in the blue corner, making her pro MMA debut as well. She fights out of Knoxville, Tennessee from Knoxville Martial Arts Academy. Olivia Parker! Your referee for this fight is Jimmy Neely.
We see the intensity coming out of the corner of Morgan here. We see the excitement coming out of the corner of Parker.
Curious to see how Jen Morgan does, just coming from a straight amateur Muay Thai background. You mix in the ground, you take away the big gloves, you put on the small ones. It can make a big difference. So I'm going to be kind of watching and see how big of a difference that makes. It doesn't seem to be making one right now. Right into the tie clinch, hard knees.
Well, see, Olivia's going to have to try to take her down, and that was her game plan coming into this fight, because you don't want to stand toe-to-toe with this Muay Thai fighter if you've never fought Muay Thai. And a Muay Thai fighter doesn't want to stand toe-to-toe with a wrestler right now.
Parker doing a great job stepping inside that striking, pressuring, keeping those weapons of the knees and elbows at the very least by keeping Morgan on the cage. We'll see what the experience level, what the training has been like for Morgan in this camp. See what else she's been able to pick up quickly, as we know that Parker has been strictly an MMA fighter. She's definitely using that cage work. Has that underhook, driving, keeping good shoulder pressure into the chin and chest of Morgan.
Morgan's got that whizzer in really tight though, and that's going to help. That's going to help her definitely try to probably look for that Muay Thai clinch at some point.
Morgan looked to work the crossface there, and as soon as she had loosened up on that whizzer, Parker did dip to try and go for that takedown.
Guys, those who aren't familiar with Greek mythology, Olivia's nickname, the Phoenix, is a bird that rejuvenates after it dies and just keeps coming back stronger every time. I really like that nickname, the Phoenix. And a lateral throw to the ground.
Absolutely great wrestling here we see coming from Parker. We're going to see what the mental toughness looks like of Morgan here. She finds herself in unfamiliar territory coming from her background of strictly striking. See Parker keeping good top pressure down here.
I do want to see how Jen Morgan comes out of this right now if she does.
A good wide base from Parker.
How Morgan's putting her leg up right there. She's keeping Olivia from stepping off into mount. That's actually actually kind of surprising. So she's showing pretty good ground prowess for someone that's not really used to it.
She paid attention during camp. That's always a good thing as far as this position is concerned, as we see that Morgan is actually trying to work her hips out, doing a good job here.
Trying to shrimp out, get back to guards, trying to get a hold of one of Olivia's legs here.
Showing some sound jiu-jitsu technique here from Morgan. She steps in, Parker steps in. Morgan grabs the half guard.
Jen Morgan definitely for sure in deep waters right here. Never having to be faced with this right here other than training. I mean, it's a whole lot different from training and then when it comes time to time, you know?
Right now, her adversary on the ground will be space. If Parker can sit up, she can rain down damage by putting that space in between herself and Morgan.
Big advantage here for Olivia Parker. She carried around a lot of weight for a really long time. And for somebody to get that weight off regardless is just amazing a feat. It's not an easy feat. And understand that Olivia Parker is used to holding bigger people down, so she's going to be a lot stronger as she moves to mount right now and starts teeing off on the head. She's extremely high right now, but against the Muay Thai fighter, it's kind of
the
a done
extension.
deal.
We see a small mistake
rear
on the
naked
ground.
choke.
She reaches for the rear naked choke. Has the body lock with her legs. She's still not completely on her back, so if Morgan can turn, she can fight through this.
Morgan needs to try to turn into it right here.
Parker does an excellent job of stepping back into mount here, sensing that Morgan's going that way.
Yeah.
And
she's
there
just
it is, the
postured
space that was her ally on the feet with Morgan in the background of striking is now going to be her adversary, as Parker is going to be able to rain down just damage and punches. You can see that Parker has what we like to call a gift wrap when she presses that hand across her face, keeping Morgan from being able to utilize that and press away. Okay, Morgan's going to go to her hip and
wide base arm bar.
Let's see if we can finish here. She's going to have to
Kicking
work.
it away.
The heel
She's trying to break that hold.
And back to the mount.
Transition from transition to transition. That's awesome.
We see the experience and the knowledge from Parker here. There's the tenacity to keep pressuring. An absolute skill using that S mount.
Looks like she's trying to work a triangle in, but it could be, switching off to an arm bar. Gonna try to break the grip of Jim Morgan. She's going to stay on her T arm because she's sitting that wide base right there in her grill. I mean, how are you going to defend that? The only thing you can do is try to slide out of it. I mean,
S mount of Parker being able to slide from one side of the chest to the other to keep challenging and prodding and trying for those arm bars, still allowing her to keep that wide base to be flipped off of the top and control here, still being able to rain down damage. Parker just absolutely being dominant here on the ground as we expected.
Morgan needs to tie up her arms and at least like buy some time. She's needing some
flattened
big
out
shots.
now.
And now she's on her stomach, flattened out. Let's see if Parker will look to put the hooks in and put a finish with 20 seconds left. Morgan's covering up.
Can Morgan
Let's
survive
see if
this?
Jimmy Neely's going to see if she's still intelligently defending herself.
She still
15
is.
seconds.
She still is. She still is.
We got the 10-second clap. Let's see what Parker will do. Here's the barrage. Will she try to finish?
Nope. She's going to see another round.
Talking about that weight cut coming down so many pounds, so many weight classes from Parker. She is showing an incredible amount of energy and explosion tonight to be able to step into this. I talked to her before and asked her if the weight cut and the journey down had really been a problem for her. She said, no, I feel great. I'm in the best shape. I feel strong. And she said that was a worry coming down from this. She didn't want to feel weak going into this. And she said she still feels strong today, and she looks strong going after Morgan tonight. And credit to Morgan. Even on the ground here, you can see her still working to fight, but look at Parker. Just continue to keep that advantage, working that jiu-jitsu, working her positions, working her wrestling, just displaying the ground game and skill superiority here.
I'm impressed with Morgan's tenacity. She just doesn't give up. She's not used to being in that position. She's not used to ever being on the ground. But I mean, credit to her for, you know, at least trying to buck the hips. There's a few other things she probably could have done. Whenever she gets in that position, she needs to tie up Olivia's arms and hands so Olivia can't rain down those big shots. But still, really impressive. We'll see if there's any adjustments made going into round 2.
You have Coach Eric Turner just trying to govern and try to bridle back the excitement from Parker.
Little stat I want to throw out there. Olivia Parker has never went the distance, never seen past the second round. And with a pro fight at 3 5-minute rounds, it will make a difference. And we're going to see what a Muay Thai fight. Oh,
hard left hand by Olivia.
Looking to stand.
they're throwing.
We're back in Morgan's strong suit. Morgan can turn the fight here, even though it was such a dominant round from Parker. She can definitely turn the fight here with some good strong strikes. Parker has her up
back to the ground.
Back to the ground. Parker has her where she needs to be. Not going to be a good round if we can't see Morgan do any more from the bottom here.
Hats off to Jimmy Neely for not stopping that fight last round 2. We needed more action of that.
Absolutely. Seeing Morgan in the corner there, she totally had her wits about her. She was very calm, cool, collected, and composed. Although she finds herself in a bad spot here under the pain of and guard and pressure of Parker.
Oh, what a pass! Right to her lap.
That was just an outright brutal strength.
Got both
just
hooks in.
Pulling that pass away there.
Got both hooks in right now. She's looking for the rear neck right now.
Someone's bleeding. I can't tell who, but
I believe it's Jen out of her nose. And the rear
and
naked
here
choke
it
is,
is.
oh, she's got it.
she needs to keep Olivia's arm.
She pulled her chin down. Neck crank.
No, we talked about the blood coming from that nose. It's going to make it more slippery to lock up anything around that head and neck area as we see it get smeared around there.
Olivia Parker's going to want to pull her back and posture up. But now she's still trying to work in that rear naked choke right there. She comes out of the mount to half guard and just wants to tee off a little bit. Taking the Muay Thai fighter completely out of her element right now.
Morgan grabbing the half guard as that's what she was trying to allow her not to pass from mount, not realizing that Parker gave up mount to take this position. This not bode well for her.
Look how
We
strong.
do have a reversal of brute strength coming through there.
Let's see what the
Morgan.
Let's see what the
And
Muay
look
Thai
at
fighter.
the wrestling. Look at the wrestling, slapping the hips around or sliding the hips around. Being able to just drive her feet, continuing that direction and following through.
The
Pressing
fatigue.
laterally over on Morgan and just crushing her back to the mat. Just the experience in wrestling and grappling experience is just overcoming Morgan at this point.
Postured up. She's about to rain some bows and some fists down right here.
But Morgan is rocky in this whole deal because she is a piece of iron. She is taking this damage and still keeps coming, still keeps fighting. Look at the heart.
Yeah, she's not going to give up. Jen Morgan's going to try to keep bucking her off, try to get back standing because she landed a pretty hard overhand right. I don't know how clean it connected, but I mean,
She's going for an arm triangle set up right here.
Olivia
Arm
Parker's
bar.
trapping the arm. No, but Bannister just wants to deal out some punishment right
that,
now.
That wide base is just so strong. How can you, look how wide her knees are, because you can't thrust out of that at all. You can't get out of that. I mean, she's going to have to work. She's going to have to do something from there. She can't sit there and just fight the elbows and the punches to the face the whole time. She's not scoring any points with the judges at all right now. Now she's just folding up. Jimmy's tied on the action right here. Jimmy Neely's watching close. He's seeing a lot of unanswered shots from Olivia Parker on top. It looks like he could stop it at any time right now just because she's intelligent to defend herself, but she's getting hit.
She's getting hit. She's trying to get her off of her, though, so I think that's what Jimmy's looking at is she might not be blocking it, but she's still trying. But right now,
he's giving her a fair chance right now. He's giving her a complete fair chance. And she's going to try to slide out because Olivia's a little high right now.
Yeah, if she can get her hips right there, if she can bring her body out of the back, which it looks like she's going to do.
Look, how she cuffs the leg with her own foot down there. Look, you got here right here, armbar.
Armbar.
That's in there deep. That's deep.
That's tight.
That's
Let's see
it.
if Parker can finish.
She's already turned into. She's gonna tap.
That's it. She doesn't.
She gonna let her break
Still
her
not
arm?
there yet.
The toughness of Jen
Parker
Morgan
pulls it
right
inside,
now. The
allows the head to
toughness.
pop
There is no quit in Jen Morgan right now. She is fighting it.
Oh man.
Oh goodness.
Man, look.
How close will it be?
She's
She
not
will
deep
quit.
enough on the shoulder right now. She's got to pull her hips down under her shoulder to get the pressure on the elbow. There.
She's not going to let it go.
Now you see how the shoulders, see how she's pulling that shoulder in?
Let's say she's.
God, 50 seconds left, guys. This is a fight we got right here. We're going to the third round for another time, ain't we, guys?
We just might. If Olivia Parker can't find a way to finish this.
Olivia needs to turn Jen's thumb upward. That's a little bit tighter.
Jen's doing a great
she
job
let
of
it
keeping
go.
that arm move around. She lays it up and steps back up into the mat to rain down damage and punches to see if she can finish this fight in the last half minute of action in the second round. Jen Morgan still fighting, squirming.
Wow.
Coming up.
No
Morgan
quit.
takes a top position.
No quit.
For the first time, she has possibly a dominant position here if she can sneak her head around the leg of Parker.
She's slipping a deep. Oh, let's see here. Oh, she's out. She's out. She's out.
She's out.
The fatigue is sitting in. I told you that Olivia Parker's never went past 2.5 rounds, and we're going to see how she prevails from this third round going up.
Fatigue is in, but she is still fighting. Both ladies so strong.
Oh, my.
What a round. There is absolutely no quit in Jen Morgan. I know grown men that would have tapped to that, and she did not.
Both fighters, bloody nose, fatigued, tired, breathing hard. Neither one giving up at all.
Just looking at this, the mental fortitude right here from Jen Morgan. Being in an unfamiliar position, coming from a background that is not being in grappling, not a wrestler, not a jiu-jitsu practitioner. Look at the cool composure she has here, knowing that she's not in any immediate danger. Like, yes, this is tight, yes, it's gonna hurt, but I am not gonna break here just knowing this. What? Hats off to Jen Morgan. Hats off.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of time what you run into is people will be put into a position kind of like that, and they get uncomfortable, and they panic a little bit, so they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tap. Good on Jen Morgan to recognize, okay, yeah, it's uncomfortable, you know, it kind of hurts, but I'm not in any immediate danger. I'm just going to tough through this.
Olivia Parker doing a great job, however, staying on top through all that and being able to win and steal that round. I think Morgan knows that she's going to have to come out and finish here. If Parker can survive this third round, she might be able to pull a decision if we don't see a finish, guys.
Look to see a different kind of fight in the third round right here. Jimmy's putting both prospective fighters in their right corners over here, getting them across the cage.
Oh, we've had a spill with a water bottle here in the corner. For the safety of the fighters, we got to make sure we keep this, we get all this water spillage dried up because some of those logos can become pretty sticky or pretty slippery. When there should be more attack, we don't want to see a fighter or a fight end on a slippage or an accident. Both ladies come out to the third round. This crowd is going nuts. We've got fight of the night potential coming out of this fight. Both ladies slugging.
Olivia's coming in with her hands down a little bit right now, but she's still looking to get inside on the elbows right here and take her to the ground. That's what she's looking for.
Morgan doing a good job stepping off at her angles.
Jen Morgan's doing real good stepping off like that, just keeping her back off the cage, because that's how Olivia Parker's been able to take it down. Now she's got Liv
there we go.
against the cage. And right back here, see if Jen Morgan can create some distance and get free from this.
Great hand fighting off the cage from both ladies as Olivia Parker continues to push and give pressure. Jen Morgan still fighting with her left hand to keep that short punches off of her face and chin here. Great head control by Olivia Parker as she keeps pressing forward,
That head
keeping
pressure
that
is
whizzer.
nasty.
Man, you know something? A lot of people say that women aren't built for fighting. They don't like this shit. But I'm telling you right now, you tell them that, okay? Go tell them that and see what happens.
Action-packed. Punches, damage, technique, toughness, heart. What more could you want from this fight? You still continue to see Parker sticking to her game plan here in the third round. Deep waters, which she's never been. After this huge weight cut, coming down this whole journey she's been through. The composure, the mental fortitude, the intelligence to know I have to stay with this game plan. This is what's working for me no matter how tired I am. And look at the heart of Morgan knowing I have to get her off of me. Both of these ladies just continually pushing. The heart is insane.
You're right, Justin. They're both playing their game out right now. Olivia's trying everything she can to take her down, but Jen Morgan's just cutting corners right now and just tagging her right now. And this third round, it's a little different. Like, you know, coming out, I said it's going to be a different kind of round, but we're looking for a throw right here. She sees legs.
Jen Morgan's looking to turn her.
See, Jen Morgan just doesn't have the experience of grappling right now, and she's kind of at a loss to what to do like right now, she doesn't know what to do.
Coming off the cage, but she's doing a great job Morgan's doing a great job is when she sees an opportunity, she's using that tilt. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about here is with the left hand of Parker, and you see there the switch, with the left hand of Parker being under her arm there, she's looking for that underhook to keep pressing and keep that pressure on the cage. Morgan uses that foot to push off and turn her shoulders and
Good step
like
off.
we just saw.
Olivia's taken about 7 shots.
And now we have space. This is the space that she needed while standing.
Jen's looking for a hard elbow. She's looking for a home run shot here. She knows she needs it. She's looking for it. She's doing really good at keeping her back off the cage than she did the first round. I think she's adjusting on that. So now she's doing her best to at least stay moving, because she knows if she stays moving, Olivia can't secure the takedown and get her back on the ground.
Parker, knowing that she has the advantage here against the cage, knowing she has the advantage on the ground, knowing that she's probably won the first 2 rounds by the amount of damage and control, you would think that a fighter would step back and maybe, what a trip, a fighter would step back and maybe not try to push this, especially into the clutches and the strong point of the fighter that needs that knockout, that needs that finish. But you see no quitting Parker. She is going to stay on this. She's going for the finish. She doesn't want this decision. Morgan with the heart continuing to still fight, still push through. She's going to look to try to reverse here after that big trip, knowing that Parker probably just sealed this round as well with the takedown and control. Morgan knowing she needs to escape and finish to take this fight.
The grit from both of these females with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and no quit, neither one of them. Just stands out head and shoulders above a lot of people in this world. I love it.
They're just going, they're both breathing hard, they're both exhausted, but neither one has slowed down at all.
You're running up on about 1 minute left, and we're going to see both of these these ladies empty their gas tank. Saying that there's some left in there right now. They're both.
If there's anything left, they're definitely going to let it out. But nice top pressure from Olivia.
Just punching each other. Just. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to do what I got.
Right here, if Olivia can create if she can post on Jen's head, she could get some hard elbows, but she's wanting to attack the thigh.
She's looking to go.
I think Olivia's still looking to keep this top position to be dominant and finish the round here to make sure she seals, so she's staying busy on top is what a lot of fighters forget.
Oh, she's got
just
arm
because
triangle.
I'm on top, just because I'm in this position, doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be able to finish here. If it gets boring, if it gets to where it's slow, our referees will stand it up. We have a great officiating crew today. And Parker being a smart fighter, a seasoned fighter here.
Teeing off on those ribs.
Coming through her amateur and through the ranks there at KMAA.
Say Jen Morgan she's still trying to just turn her. She's using brute strength because she's not really sure what to do, but I mean she's still going for it.
And that's fans are on their feet right now, going crazy right now for another KMAA fighter. Wow, it looks like Olivia Parker is gonna make her pro debut and pick up a W in there.
3 solid rounds, 3 solid takedowns, establishing that dominant. Hats off to Jen Parker as she fought through the entire time. No quit in this lady.
And we go to your judges' scorecards for the decision. Please bear with us and give these ladies a round of applause.
When you go back and look at tape, you're going to see that the ground superiority of Parker showed through. You're going to see the grit of both ladies, as we talked about earlier, the toughness and the strength. But Jen Morgan's going to look at this fight. Jen Morgan's going to come back and see this fight and realize, look at all of this, and I survived, and I pushed through, and I pushed this lady to the edge. She was better than me here, and I kept pushing. I kept going. Both ladies learned a lot about themselves tonight. Parker realizing she could go to the distance. As we see this exchange here in the third round, look, just the tenacity of both women to go forward, landing significant strikes on one another and not backing down.
Yeah, Jen Morgan's definitely going to take it as a learning experience. You know, like I said, you take a transition from a Muay Thai amateur career, and you just think, oh, I'm just going to make my pro debut in MMA. There's a lot of factors you're not really used to. So hats off to her for not quitting, staying tough, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be back. She's going to work on her ground game and be back 20 times better.
Hey, if you walked into school on Monday and your teacher had 2 black eyes and was walking with a cane, would you be scared of that teacher?
If I knew my teacher was an MMA fighter, I would be in the front row every single class, and I would be in class 10 minutes early.
Let me tell you guys, as that MMA fighter that was a teacher and walked in with the black eyes, it's pretty awesome to see the kids' eyes.
After 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to your judges' scorecards for the decision. All 3 judges score this unanimous decision for the winner. Out of the blue corner, Olivia the Phoenix Parker.